Well, in the pre-show interviews to the 2023 Hard Rock Summit, you remember we met with Lois Nelson from Cristalli as she shared some of this new collection that they're going to bring to the show. Well, they're here at the show. Let's go catch up with them and see what they've brought. Come on. And there is Lois. Hey, Lois.
Hey,
how you doing?
Brian. Good to see you.
Great to see you. Finally here in Denver versus sitting and talking to each other via Zoom window.
Well, this is a little better, and I'm a little more set up and prepared than I was before.
Super. All right. Well, I know that you did great at the Just Minerals event.
Oh, it was incredible. Having an entire booth of new stuff with nothing that had ever been seen was a madhouse.
That is
And
super.
We'll have a few more booths like that because this collection we got is 10,000 pieces.
Well, and that's what's so exciting because especially through the COVID years, how many people have we talked to where they've said, yeah, the world shut down. We don't have anything new. So to come in and have a booth filled with brand new stuff that no one's ever seen before.
It's unbelievable.
That's great. It's like Christmas.
And the stuff was priced so reasonable that, dealers were going nuts. So it will be repositioned in their booth later, but that's okay. We got it out there. The dealers are happy. The collectors are happy. And it's fun. Let me show you.
It's exciting that new stuff is finally coming on the market again.
Yeah,
so.
And this is Jack's, excuse me. This is the Jack Nieberg collection.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
now how long did he collect?
The oldest piece I have of him is from 1951, and he paid 25 cents for it.
I love it.
And he had cards on every single piece he did, and he wrote who he bought it from, what he paid, whether they gave him a discount, and he attached every label. So as going through here, we have Lindstrom labels, we have every cool label you could ever want. Super. And we attached them, of course, to our price labels and stuff, because, history is wonderful to keep.
I love it. Okay, well, we're going to look at some of Jack's stuff, but first, we had mentioned this very briefly in the pre-show interview, and I know you have some pieces now from the Peter Keller collection.
I have
so let's take a look at those.
From Peter Keller. Peter Keller, of course, was the director of the Bowers Museum.
Incredible museum in Santa Ana, California, and a dear friend of
very dear
Donna's.
friend. They shared the same birth date.
Yeah,
which was wonderful. So this piece here, I'm not going to take it down because it's quite heavy, but that is a stunning piece from China. The colors, the brightness, it is amazing. Now, of course, we all wish it was Bisbee, but we'll take China on this one. This is stunning.
This is incredible. How long did he have this piece in his collection?
Some dignitary in China gave it to Peter on one of the trips over because they were always doing things with the Chinese, with the showing in the museum and everything. So this was a gift to him.
Wasn't he involved with the Terracotta Warriors?
Yes, he brought the Terracotta Warriors twice, and he was instrumental in getting them to the Houston Museum also, working with Joel Barch.
Yeah.
That piece is just, the colors are just, they have the velvety smoothie.
That's just lovely. I love that.
Wow. So this will sell, we're looking at about 20,000 for that piece.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh.
Isn't that beautiful?
Super. And beyond just the beauty of it, it's the history that...
The history. The fact that it goes back to Peter and a gift and all of that, and it's wonderful. Peter was never a really big collector.
Right.
He just had a few pieces here and there and some books and stuff. So it was just wonderful having all that.
In a way, that makes it more special if you really understand who Peter was and what he accomplished.
He
just
accomplished
one of the nicest
so
guys.
much.
I loved him so much.
Absolutely. And he saw so much in how to make the museum better.
Yes.
Which he did.
Yes.
The galas he held and everything else were just amazing.
Absolutely.
Because of, his leadership. Absolutely.
Yep. Big shoes to fill.
Yes, absolutely.
Good luck to the Bowers.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll move over to our first case here.
Okay.
And a lot of our cases, as I told you, we did a lot of stuff And of course, my signature of doing every shelf a different color,
Right.
which is lots of fun. And we have some really interesting pieces in here.
Superb. All right, let's.
So there's some cool pieces.
Where do you want to start? With the
Well,
red,
like
of course.
this one here. This is a grizzly bear mine. So this is very unusual. And for the grizzly bear, this is apparently a really, really good piece. And this is probably the only piece I don't have an actual price on because I got to talk to a couple people because I've never had one to sell.
Wow.
And of course, I did have the collector's edge clean it so it looks better, but it's an amazing piece from Grizzly Bear.
And grizzly bear, for those who don't know, is in here in
Ouray.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Ouray. Superb. It's so neat to see rhodochrosites from Colorado that aren't from the Sweet Home. Not to
Absolutely.
downplay the
it's
Sweet
just-
Home, but
there
it's just
are
the variety.
it's good variety. I mean, I do have a few rhodochrosites.
Yeah, I think.
I liked it. It's nice. Well, it's hard to do a whole shelf of red, unless you have it.
Absolutely.
But some of his pieces, you get these beautiful barites, stibnite. Almost everything in this top shelf is from Jack's collection. And like I said, stuff you'll find, naturalites from San Benito County. You don't see them like that.
Wow.
You don't see this stuff anymore. And like I said, prices are reasonable because
You have $350 on that. $350.
Yeah, $350.
I mean, that's like mineral pricing 20 years ago kind of thing.
well, that's what we have. Like I said, there's 10,000 pieces, so we don't want to live with this for the rest of our life. We want people to enjoy it and get a little bit here and there.
That's super.
And with the azurites, there's a bunch of new azurites from his collection. All the LaSalle pieces. You can see the tourist one here. A couple dealers look at that and go, Jesus, are you right on that price? And I'm like, yeah, it's reasonable.
Superb.
He goes, that should be like $2,000. We have $350 on it.
It is such a refreshing breath of air what you're doing with this collection.
Well, like I said, there's so much that we really need to sell it and not live with it forever. So people are really enjoying it.
I mean, what a variety here.
Yeah, a little of everything in there.
Dynamite.
And these cool little halites, which you don't see anymore. This is Imperial County, California. And this is where it forms around us.
Oh, is that a branch in there?
A branch, yeah. Of course, you can't wash these.
Or scrub your back with them.
They do kind of disappear.
People can stir their tea with that.
Yes.
And get a whole special flavor there.
Just cool pieces. All right. Now we'll move to the blue, purple, and orange case.
There's 12 ones.
Again, some beautiful pieces, very unusual. Now this. The Frankfurtite. Now that's from Gabon, and you don't see those very often. That's just not something you get to see anymore.
Yeah. Super.
That's cool. And of course, everybody's talking about our selenite with its own little pop top hat, and it is real, folks. It has not been glued. We've checked it and checked it. It's pretty cool looking.
I love that.
But all of these nice little calcites and stuff, this all came from the collection. They're nice. They're nice and clear, and we have priced them, like I said, reasonably.
This is just exciting. And again, I mean, incredible job you've done in setting up the display by color.
Oh,
Which
thank
is-
you. My signature, yes.
It really is. I mean, it's your kind of signature move that you've developed, and you've done this year after year after year after year, and the results speak for themselves.
But this collection also had interesting stuff like the big corundums from Riverside County, the big garnets from Colorado. Big, wonderful pieces. And again, they're not expensive, but they're cool.
That corundum's really neat. That's a nice big crystal.
And you haven't seen stuff like
Great
that in
price.
years.
California, just fun.
Yeah, like I said, he bought a little of everything. This collection, as I said on the pre-interview, encompasses, so much, has uranium minerals, which we haven't even gone to yet,
Okay.
because some people are a little afraid of them. Okay, now we're to the green, pink, and bonitoite case.
I was looking at some of these bonitoites as you were setting up, and I'm
Who
gonna
has
start
a
there.
shelf of
I'm gonna start there.
bonitoites? Come on.
And I love bonitoite. It's the state gemstone of California.
Yeah, it was discovered in 1902,
Right.
made state gem in 58, and nobody can say they have an entire shelf of bonitoite neptunites. Then you
One thing I love
You get some
about
odd pieces here from San Benito County.
what is that? I'm not familiar with that. That is cool.
Just fun, cool stuff. Like I said, this is stuff for, it doesn't matter whether you're a beginning collector or an old hand. This shows you a lot of stuff that you haven't got to see for a lot of
Yeah.
years. Then, of course, the pink. There's always some wonderful new pinks. The new Japanese pieces were in there.
Well, we were talking about this Japanese rhodochrosite from the Opu mine
Yes.
while we were setting up, and just what a lovely piece that is.
Isn't that stunning? Usually we would keep these in Japan for our Japanese show, but we
okay.
brought everything back from Japan to, bring it here for the first time and, decide. But the Damberites from Mexico, I haven't seen those in a long time.
Yeah, such a subtle
Pink,
touch
yeah.
of pink in there. Makes it really delicate. And lovely.
Again, under that, $750 for,
That's crazy.
beautiful pieces like that.
And that doesn't mean every piece in here is $750. Certainly,
No, but there's cheaper.
the Petanera.
No,
in
there's
the front
600,
here.
500. There's cheaper ones.
But look at this. I love this rhodochrosite.
Oh, well, that's cool because it's polished on both ends. If you turn it over, I'll reach my little hand in there, and
Neat.
they've done all sides of it. Isn't that cool?
That is such a sweet piece. And at a price that's
Yeah.
going to fly off the
And let me
shelf.
show you one thing. I didn't bring the card file, but on the back of these, he had a number on each piece.
Okay.
We have the original card file. So if you buy any of these pieces with this number, we will give you the card to go with it.
And what is on the card?
The card tells you who he bought it from, what year he bought it from, and how much he paid.
Wow. So you get the whole history of the specimen.
Absolutely.
And was he good at preserving labels?
Everything.
Okay.
He had every single label that was ever on a piece.
So all
And
the information that is
everything.
existent on a mineral, you're going to get when
Yes,
you buy these
who he
pieces.
bought it from, and if they gave him a discount, or whether he traded for it. Like I said,
love it.
the oldest
That's
one.
like a deeper level of intimacy
It's-
in terms of, what you're getting.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I have the card file here. It's in my vehicle. I didn't bring
Okay,
it into the
okay.
booth.
Yeah.
But if you give me a list of all the numbers, if anybody buys one, it's really easy to
Super.
do.
What an opportunity. I mean, that's so exciting. You got brand new things, you have killer prices, and you have the history that people can
Oh, the
can
history is
get.
just wonderful. Now we got yellows,
The grays and the greens.
greens, yes. So
That's almost the sound of like it sounds like a movie.
Movie, it
Yellows,
does.
greens, and greens.
But he had, even on the bottom here, now he had some weird cinnabars with crystals,
Oh, wow.
elongated crystals.
buried deep in there. That is sweet and
Now,
good
see, it's
color on
both,
that.
doubly
Doubly
terminated,
terminated. Yep.
but crystals that are probably close to 2 inches long.
That is crazy.
Now, usually you only see the cinnabars where you just see the top end of the crystal in the
Right, and the rest is
specimen.
buried.
But these are really cool. He had 2 or 3 of these like this.
And price on this one?
Price on this one is $650.
Oh my God.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm not a collector and I'm tempted.
I know. They're just cool.
Dynamite.
So he had, some of his stuff, like I said,
Give me
amazing.
the locality. of that.
Yeah. Now there's
That's
Now-
okay. That's Cinnabar's
that's-
Chinese.
That's Chinese. A lot of different, Axonite from California, of course.
And yes, there is some irony that we are filming the sign that also says.
Yes, 24
this
hour
one
recorded.
is recorded, but the other sign said no filming.
Now, this one, of course, we do have a beautiful Real Guard that you don't see very often. And you can see the color of that is absolutely stunning.
Oh, that's a great piece.
And we have such a huge price on it.
$275.
$275.
Jesus, this is ridiculous.
So, like I said, they're good pieces, but
You're
we don't want to
giving these
live
away.
with. Yes, we're trying to make everybody happy.
Well, I mean, you're reinfusing the mineral market.
Yes, we're trying to get where young collectors and people on a budget can still buy a rock.
Well, I would love to see a lot of the young mineral collector group be in touch with you.
Now, this is cool. Here. Now, beautiful epidode. And where do you think that's from?
Well, I'm going to cheat and look at the label, and I'm going to shock the viewers by saying that is the Calaveras County, California.
Isn't that amazing? No damage. Beautiful piece. Huge.
Wow, and from California.
California.
That is unusual, and I think it's hard to see on the video, but I could see it with my eyes.
There
But
is
you can see
green.
some of the green coming
Yeah,
through.
the green. But even when you look at the labels, again, you can look up that. And of course, he bought that from Sile.
Shoots.
But with this number here, you can look up when he bought it and what he paid.
What he paid and discounts and all that
Yeah,
information.
that's very cool. So a lot of interesting pieces in here. These pseudomorphs are new. Anything that had his name on it. Of course, this is a mixed bag.
Mm-hmm.
Fun little piece. Now, this is such a cute little piece. This anglesite.
Anglicite. Yeah, the little kind of
Yeah.
vug.
And a little bug like that. Just cute as can be. Again, reasonable. And that's from Italy.
Ah, man, oh man.
And all these beautiful stibnites.
I love that big stibnite in the back there. The single
Isn't that
crystal.
wonderful? Doubly terminated. And I'd say that's, I'd say that about 18 inches, 12, somewhere in there, 12 inches. It's
No, more than 12.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I
probably
could get
closer
a
to
measuring
18.
tape, but,
Dave Wilbur was really good at, just looking at things and saying, oh, that's 17 and
I
a
could do
half,
that with
it's
gold and say that-
17.4, It's like, okay, close enough.
I can't do that with length, but I can hit gold and go, oh, that's so many.
Right, just so many grams, just by hefting it.
Yeah, even when it's not done in quartz. But some of these are so bright.
Yeah,
They're beautiful,
certainly.
beautiful pieces. Nice cobalites. Just interesting stuff you just don't see. And of course, some of the ones, that most people don't put out, they're not. We have a lot of rarities in this collection. So people looking for an odd piece, this is where you get them.
Yeah. Superb.
And lots of beautiful stuff like up here. You get these beautiful cerusites from China. Aren't those pretty?
That is our. But I mean, really, the thing that grabs your eyes here are the sulfurs.
The sulfur. Well, it's a nice mix of yellow.
Certainly.
It's a happy colors.
But I mean, there is no yellow quite like sulfur yellow.
No, there is not. Absolutely. And getting a bright yellow in your case and making it pop is wonderful.
Absolutely.
But I show that it doesn't have to be all one color of yellow. It all is happy together.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They all-
coexist. We have
So not only will you get minerals, you'll get color theory here at Cristalli.
Well, I'm too well known for my,
Exactly.
and of course,
But another thing, you guys are well known for gold.
yeah, we can't go anywhere without a little bit of gold,
A little bit.
and
Ha.
we'll have some Eagle's Nest gold in here. And of course, there's stuff from the Oriental mine. There'll be stuff from Brazil, some Rosma from Romania. So we have a lot of, California, Colorado, a little of everything.
Really
So if you're
worldwide.
trying to
gold
get your
collection.
gold fix, we can do that.
Yeah. One of the things you guys are extremely well known for.
Yeah, we were talking I was giving a lecture to the cops yesterday on golds.
Okay.
So they were really enjoying. So this is some bigger golds we brought with, of course, a picture of Gold Mountain, which is still available. It shows my purple little thumbnail.
Well, I love that because, in some of these you have no idea of the scale.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the large one on the picture is 128 ounces of gold in that piece.
And that's back in Laguna.
Yes, that one is in storage for the moment.
Yeah.
But, we have, of course, the Mockingbird Mine, the Oriental, Round Mountain, Eagle's Nest, and even, the wonderful one from Newfoundland over there with the pink Felspar. So lots of really pretty stuff.
Now, do you personally have a favorite locality?
Well, I love Eagle's Nest,
Okay. Well, everybody does.
which is hard not to love, but I've found there's good golds wherever. When I'm cleaning them and I'm doing especially the Oriental, they don't follow the same pattern as an Eagle's Nest gold. An Eagle's Nest gold goes right within a seam. The Oriental kind of grows around, and so
Interesting.
when I'm cleaning them, I have to, kind of intricately dig around to make them, pop up like this. But you see, their crystals are very three-dimensional and not like the Eagle's Nest, which is straight up and down.
Okay, so just for the viewers, this is Eagle's Nest
This
here.
is Eagle's Nest, and this would be within a thin quartz seam.
Okay.
Okay, and so they are very easy to clean because they're always in that quartz, very thin.
So you're just widening that seam.
correct.
So Oriental, where's the Oriental?
As you can see,
Okay.
they're very three-dimensional, and you'll have
Oh, I see what you
the
mean.
sulfites in them too. So when I'm cleaning those, I have to kind of, meander around till I get, the actual showing of gold. So they're all different. Everyone is completely different.
There's another Oriental. So are you having to follow what you find in the X-rays, or are you just slowly
By
following
hand.
the leads of
Yeah,
where
by
the
hand,
gold's
because the
going?
X-rays only show that there's gold there.
Okay.
It doesn't show how intricate it is. So, like the ones that are completely encased in the arsenopyrite, like the end one there, that's pretty tricky because the gold is totally encased in that and you can't even see it.
Right.
And
okay.
I do have to use chemicals to get those out.
Okay.
The others with the quartz, I don't use chemicals because I try not to do a chemical burn, but it's the only way to do the ones with the arsenopyrite.
Super.
Well, thanks for coming by.
All righty, Lois. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for what you're doing to the mineral hobby, and wish you the best of luck for
Thank
the 2023 Hard Rock Summit.
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to have lots more of this collection for a couple of years or so.
Well, you were saying that there are a lot of flats that you still haven't even
Well,
gone through.
10,000 pieces. So
Exactly.
if you don't see what you're looking for here, it may pop up at the next show.
Come back to visit you at Mineral City.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Lois.
Thank you, Brian.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.